have local comedian Austin Train here again. Howdy. How are you doing?
Good.
You may recall we had him on earlier, but our executive producer who has the footage has been seized and arrested in Cuba. So we're not sure if we're ever going to hear from him again, let alone get these episodes back.
Yeah, well, they'll be available for the special edition box set. It's 20 years.
Yeah, it's going to be like the super duper. Those episodes are definitely not coming back. Like
Vapor the Lost Tapes.
You want us to talk about the vault?
We can call it the black box. After we crash and burn, it finally going to surface.
That was the episode where we discussed in depth the Illuminati. Mysteriously disappears.
Yeah, it's like a post-apocalyptic scenario. There's nothing left on Earth, and like Martians come down, and that's the only thing they find. Like, what were these things, and what have they done to our universe?
We must find this Martin.
Yeah. So, Austin, how you been? It's been a while.
I've been good. Just doing stand-up. Doing my monthly show. I got a monthly sketch and stand-up show at the Kensington Club in scenic Kensington, San Diego.
Yeah. Cash only, right?
Cash only bar.
Old school.
That bar, yeah. When you run a bar show, sometimes you have qualms with the ownership, and I probably shouldn't get into this on official record.
Maybe since that's an ongoing show, you could tell us a story about owner at another place that you don't frequent anymore. Like a bad story about that. Place you don't plan on going back.
Well, let's see. About an owner. Well, I used to. So I won't name this lady, but I used to have to drive for a particular person in show business. I had to drive her around. I had to drive her to LA and back, and she was the craziest, most racist person. Like her entire life was basically just, she didn't do anything besides, like, she worked like once a week, and the rest of her life she had dogs and she watched Fox News, and that was her entire life. So she was the most paranoid person you've ever, because all she would do is watch fucking TV news.
The war on dogs.
Yeah, exactly. The liberals want to take your dogs away. And so, let's see. I've done jokes about her, but I remember one time I suggested, it was during the World Cup, right? And so I was like, we were driving up, and usually LA is like brutal. Like, if you get there in the afternoon, it's brutal. Like 2 to 3. After 2, traffic is just dead. Rush hour starts at 2, ends at like 11 at night. And I was like, maybe there's fewer people. It was actually pretty smooth during the World Cup. And I was like, it was smoother because it's probably because of the World Cup. A lot of people are watching it. And she said something to the extent of like, yeah, all those Mexicans are watching it. We would have much less traffic if all those immigrants weren't here. And I was like, oh my God. And I was just like, what is this coming from?
From a dark place.
You can't blame immigrants for traffic. That's not... That's such a reach.
Well, she was comfortable with it seems like.
No, because I was below her.
She was like, wait a minute.
I was the help, and so she could say whatever she wanted to me.
Right.
She probably thought you were also a racist.
She's like, yeah, you have short hair. You must be.
We're in safe company.
Yeah, if you want to keep driving me, you got to show me your swastika tattoo.
We had to get matching SS tattoos.
Shuttle service.
Like, I got mine in bubble letters. Is that okay?
Comic Sans.
Oh no.
Times Roman. That was the font, right?
That is the worst font in the history of fonts.
What?
Comic Sans.
Oh, really? I thought you were going to say the font that they do the SS.
Well, maybe that
What
one.
is that font called?
Just like,
racism?
like Nordic runes.
Some weird Scandinavia thing.
I'm gonna go look at one of my thousandfonts.com and go find it.
I used to work with this guy. He had like some Ben knew him. He had like some Nordic tattoos on his arm, and I was like, "Hey, what does that mean in Klingon?"
Look, it's Nordic God.
At least he had a sense of humor about it. I mean, who knows what he said after I walked away?
We know what he did when he walked away.
He voted for Trump.
Everyone knows.
Oh no.
So on that segment, well, we'll go ahead and switch over to the fan mail. That's a new segment we're introducing. Today we have a write-in from Mario H. from Los Angeles. He says, blog question, what do you recommend for a noob who would like to start reading comics? What's a good series, etc.?
I feel like this is just Chris writing from different aliases. like fan mail.
It's like catfish.
You catfished yourself. They'll never be the wiser.
It's like someone, like they'll have their account and then they'll make like 10 other accounts to comment on that account. And
It's
stuff
like,
like
hey,
that.
great idea.
Or he just unabashedly uses his own account to make a zoom in picture of my face like 6 freaking times. It's real. It's up on the Tightrope Game.
Is that what he did?
He freaking did that to me.
Well, it's like our cover picture for Day Pod. It's a picture of all of us at WonderCon.
Yeah.
Right? So in it, we took 2 pictures, and one of them, Sean, is just like,
Smiling. I'm
Just-
just
like
I'm
Stewie
excited to be
Griffin.
there.
he does like that puppy head tilt.
Oh, yeah.
It was like almost
when my
completely
dog
on
looks
its
at
side.
you.
Yeah, so I was like, enhance. All the way to like, it's just a tee shot, just right here.
It was so creepy. And now I'm self-conscious about it every time I smile. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate that.
As you look into the camera.
There we go. There's a face. Give us the sexy face shot.
That's every face for Sean.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's a sex face 2.0.
There, we have a new name. I'd like to welcome you all to Sex Face.
Just doing a smoke effect.
The cutting edge of sex face.
So, well, I'll start with, I guess, do you read any comics at all?
Oh
or-
yeah. Well, I think what is he kind of interested in? Is he interested in like superhero comics or like non-superhero comics?
He says here he's just a noob, right? So,
A little bit late in the game to be getting into comics.
well, I mean, he just had
He's
a kid.
probably 12.
He just had a
Oh,
kid.
he's 12?
I went to high school.
He's
with this
12.
guy.
He's 12. And he just had a kid.
I went to high school with this
Chris
guy.
is still going to high school with this guy.
I like that Bulgarian immigrant who got caught. Did you see that? Like on the news, he was like in
Is
Pennsylvania.
that a comic?
No, he was in like.
Way to stay on topic, Chris.
No, he was doing like 21 Jump Street, except he wasn't a cop. And he was like 28, but he was like pretending to be in high school and stuff.
To have sex with high schoolers, or what was? Whoa! To introduce them to sex face 2.0.
It's a thing. We're gonna make a T-shirt.
Why would you want to go?
Back to
To-
high school.
yeah, like-
I wouldn't.
Just like, oh, now I'm the least awkward person. I mean, I guess that's better, but it's just a weird place.
I think it would be like the 21 Jump Street movie where it's like you do stuff that you thought was cool, but then it's so like.
Yeah, because the things you think are cool, like they phase out in like 2 or 3 years.
They come back in 10.
Yeah, I
Sean,
mean, if
no,
you-
you're never cool.
Is he planning to go back? It would be funny if like a time traveler from the 20s, everything comes back, and
I'm
they came
always
back during the 90s when like baggy clothes were like, this kid's super cool. What is this dance he's doing? The Charleston? Is that some new hip hop dance?
The Macarena.
Caparicis.
Oh my god.
Doing the pant roll, down at the bottom. Remember the boot? You do the tight roll.
No.
No.
What'd you just do there?
Ben went to high school in Bulgaria
In the 70s.
in the 70s.
We're still hunting our own food and scavenging.
They're hunter-gatherers.
Take me
wearing
with you,
bell bottoms.
America. Take me with you. Like eating off the good graces of GIs, like eating MREs and shit by roadside bums, and it was awful.
Oh my god.
So Austin, what are you reading right now?
Holy crap. Reading right now. Oh, I started reading this series called Black Science.
Black Science.
Yes, it's about
Sounds like a
Neil
porno.
deGrasse Tyson. No. Did I say Tyson deGrasse or deGrasse? I always screw it up.
Yeah, everyone knows who you're talking about.
Yeah, I always get the two last names mixed up. No, Black Science is by Rick Remender, and it's this guy. He's a part of the Anarchist Scientist League, and he develops a way to go between like alternate dimensions. The kind of multiverse, and his team gets kind of like, of course, things go awry, and they kind of like almost like that old show Sliders. They keep going back, and they get stuck in one alternate universe. They have this thing called the Pillar, and the Pillar is what I've been reading that a lot, and that's a really good one. But kind of depends on what you're into. Like a lot of the superhero ones, there's just so many superhero comics to like. It's hard to have like a starting off point because they're always like they're always like rebooting them. Like that's not gonna help,
Yeah.
Like DC's gone through like what 10 reboots
just started
in the last
another one,
like
too.
5 months.
Rebirth.
Yeah, like 52, the new 52, 52 Rebirth. But yeah, I started with superhero comics that I've been getting into. Not more. I mean, like as a kid, I started with superhero comics, and I started getting into other ones like Transmetropolitan. You ever read that one?
No.
It was really good. It's Warren Ellis. It's about a journalist in the future. It's almost like a Hunter S. Thompson kind of guy, but in the future. And he gets he's trying to get out of journalism and gets like brought back into it because of his contract. And it's just about him observing the future, all the crazy shit that's going on around in the future, and writing about it, and kind of doing a bunch of drugs and investigative journalism.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It's pretty sweet. It's my favorites. So I would recommend one of those.
Cool. Yeah, like I definitely read a lot of adult comics too now. I would say for starting off, you'd probably want to go with maybe a series that's already like finished, so that way you have like a definitive timeline you have all the way through. Preacher is a great comic. It's going to be a TV show. And
No way.
Yeah, you like Preacher?
Yeah, with Cassidy, the vampire and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking.
It's gonna be on AMC.
Yeah, and it's gonna be ran by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg. So it's.
Oh, really? They're producing it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So that's gonna be pretty awesome. I think it's 9 trade paperbacks if you want to read the whole thing. I'm really into Tokyo Ghost right now. It's an awesome comic. They're only 5 issues in, but it's kind of like Judge Dredd meets Blade Runner, and I think probably like in another year or two, you're gonna see it everywhere.
Tokyo Ghost.
Yeah.
Is it manga?
No, it's like an American comic, but it's kind of like in the future, the sea kind of took back most of California, so Los Angeles is island. Everyone's plugged in, like.
So it's Escape from LA, basically.
Yeah, it's that's what I said. It's like all those stuff put together, but it's pretty fucking dope. There's a lot of murder and titties and stuff.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
I like that's your critical review of a novel. It's just like a lot of murder, some titties. 4 out of 5 stars. Would read again.
Yeah. And if you really want some good superhero stuff, you can start with the beginning of Batman from the New 52. Court of the Owls, all that stuff is pretty solid, and it comes up to issue 50, and 50 is like this new rebirth thing. So it's like a solid timeline of 50 issues to run through, and it's some pretty solid Batman. I'd highly recommend that too.
Oh,
Mario.
if you're just starting out, go check out Batman Dark Knight Returns, because that's that's like the definitive modern day Batman for what's going on now.
Especially with the movie coming out. Or it came out.
Well, the whole Superman Batman fight is based on Dark Knight Returns. It's the first time they fought.
Yeah, but it's that's something for
Another
next episode. That's
Whoops.
Yeah, no, it's all right. We were gonna give a little preview anyway and stuff, but we all have a lot of opinions about that movie, so stay tuned for more unsolicited opinions. So, speaking of Batman vs Superman and all that stuff, we were at WonderCon last week. I know you guys tuned in for the one-on-one episode. Me and Ben, things got kind of dark, but
Got awkward.
We got out of it.
Did you guys make a blood oath?
Well, last week's episode was one-on-one, where we just kind of did like a rapid fire of asking each other questions, but you couldn't ask the same question back to that person.
Or to each other?
Yeah.
Was it like personal stuff or just preferential?
Oh, it got personal.
Yeah, it didn't have to, but Ben made it real personal.
They became closer and further apart at the same time.
The more you know, right?
Yeah, we were at WonderCon. Do you have any experience going to comic conventions?
Let's see. I've been to Comic-Con a few times. Excuse me. I've been to Comic-Con a few times. I don't really like it now. I mean, the first time I went, I think it was like 9 or 10, and at that time it was already like kind of developing into this giant behemoth that it is now. It has no relation to comics. I mean, I'm sure every fanboy has that same kind of take on Comic-Con. Like, There's no relation to comics. It is like a big fucking money grab, you know. And I'm just like, I don't really need to like.
I love Comic-Con.
Walk around. Was that?
I love Comic-Con.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean,
Are you one of those people who like plans out what they're gonna do? Because I can see that'd be enjoyable, but just like walking around gets like tiresome after.
I like all the little girls in cosplay. That's really awesome.
Well,
so
take off that little part.
oh god,
Sex face 3.0.
call back to, oh my gosh, that's what's gonna be on this title.
Actually,
of this.
You guys should print up shirts with his
Oh
face.
my god.
So it's like the quizzical like.
Oh my! It's on the Tightrope Games LLC Twitter. Thank you, Chris. So,
You outed yourself.
for
I like to go to Comic-Con to check out all those cosplay girls, if you know what I'm saying.
what can I say? I'm always on the lookout for a new
Stay
costume
tuned
idea.
with Sex Face Sean.
We had a complaint because girls were complaining. He was walking around taking pictures of their feet.
Would Batgirl really wear those boots?
I really like your costume. Can I take another picture of your feet?
Hey, come here a minute.
I have a bone to pick, Morgana.
Oh my god! I mean, no.
Well, Sean definitely had an interesting WonderCon.
Oh god.
People are going up to him asking him for autographs. Like, hey, weren't you in The Hobbit?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, it wasn't. It was Return of the King.
Yeah,
Yeah, Two Towers.
We're really sorry your mom died.
Oh my gosh. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Thanks for bringing up old wounds.
Well, Sean,
Wait a minute, so what's it? So he looks like one of the actors.
Sean Astin.
I look like potatoes. Potatoes.
What happened to the other two? I always remember there's like Sam and
Merriweather and Pip and Merriweather, the other two. And yeah, thanks.
Merriweather?
That's the other one. Pip and Merriweather. That's the other two. They're in there. Watch, he's gonna cut that in right in the freaking feed. Pip Merriweather.
whatever
right
happened.
there.
I
he
forget
picks
whatever
the box,
happened to
right?
Pip and Merriweather.
Pergam took.
Do they get
Pergam
murdered
took,
by
yeah.
Tyrion?
No, they did their own. They did their own.
Cross.
Focus. We're not gonna do Lord of the Rings again.
Franchise
We're not
warfare.
gonna do Lord of the Rings again.
We were hanging out after the con. You know, we had a couple drinks.
It was a business meeting.
Yeah, we were hanging out in there, and you know,
About 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, a few
Best business
jokes were
meeting.
cracked. And one of the people at this table, we're not going to say who it was. If you can go ahead and point over there, we're not going to say who it was, but they couldn't control their inside voice, and were cackling at the top of their lungs to like not even funny stuff that we were saying, you know. And
I was drunk at
he's
the
like,
time.
"Hey, maybe turn it down a little bit. Turn it down a little bit." He's like, "I don't have to wear shoes."
Who is that? Is that the Joker? Is that the
Just going
Joker's
up.
reason for destroying Gotham? I don't have to wear shoes, Batman.
So we get the knock on the door, and Ben's like, "We don't want any. Go away." So then they open the door, but the latch was on, right? Security, open up.
Wait, this is in your hotel room?
Yeah.
Oh. You
So-
were being so loud they came to your hotel room?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not us. You know? So secure. Hey, open the latch. You need to come in. So Ben was like, "What is it? The music?"
No,
And
it's
he's
like there's ring rates outside. Sean, hide.
Oh my. Sting is glowing. I need to get under the bed.
"Put the ring on."
You guys suck.
Yeah. So Ben was like, "Oh, is it the music?" He's like, "What music?" And he was like, "I need to know." And he looks directly at him. "I need to know if you guys are okay." And then he just like turned to Sean.
Are we okay, Sean? Are we?
Yeah, we're okay.
And then he gave him Sexy Face 4.0. The guy's enamored and was like,
Skip 2 versions.
And
just making sure you guys are all right. I'm going to go take care of something in the bathroom.
And then his sex face evolved further into its final form.
What? It's evolving.
Oh my god. You guys.
It's just the thing. It's John Carpenter's The Thing. It just opens up and does the tongue thing. Like, ah.
Be
I
gentle.
still don't have to wear shoes.
Oh my god.
What's with you and shoes? So you got a foot thing?
I don't like to wear shoes when I mean, I'm wearing them now, but usually when I'm at home, it makes me feel comfortable.
Walking to Mordor.
And people have commented that I have hairy feet. So therefore,
That's not why we think you look like a hobbit.
Oh, it's because of that guy, the potatoes guy. Potatoes.
What is that unholy abomination? Looks like a Goonie fucked a hobbit. Is it okay?
Thanks.
It's because Sean Astin was a Goonie and a Hobbit.
Who was in the Goonies?
He was the main kid that.
Yeah, the kid with the inhaler.
Oh, the inhaler kid?
Yeah.
Inhaler kid.
Yeah.
Rudy. Rudy.
Don't worry, I haven't seen the show.
3 of the greatest film franchises in history. Sean Astin
Yeah, take that, Star
was
Wars.
honored. The Goonies never had a bad film like Star Wars. Sorry.
Whoa, you saying the prequel were bad movies?
Wow, that was everybody looked into the cameraman.
So
Well, you know, I've heard kids, if you were like younger kids, if they see the prequels, they don't see what's wrong with them.
Right.
They were kind of just raised on that.
I guess in that sense, you just get better as you watch them, right?
So the more mentally developed and mature you are, the less you like the first 3 of
Yes.
Star Wars.
Hold on. My wife just finished watching 1, 2, and 3 like in sequence.
brutal.
Yeah, and she goes, "I loved them. I love Jar Jar Binks."
Well, in all fairness, your wife also married you. So, I mean,
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Go ahead and mark down a couple points for Austin right
Ding!
Dang.
Wow.
there. Oh, solid.
I'm not doing this anymore.
Oh, calm down, David.
Yeah, so the whole reason we were at Wondercon.
Survival of the fittest. Oh my god! It began with the BT.
BT.
The BT walk off.
That's, throwback.
Yeah.
Throwback.
Remember the vault.
Throwbacks, yeah.
The vault.
Actually, you met him, right, Austin?
who?
You meant the BT.
Yeah. He was wearing a scoop neck shirt.
Oh, the last time I did
with the hat.
on the They Pod the Lots tapes.
Yes.
Was that your? I don't know.
The other guy that was here.
I don't.
Very forgettable.
Very evidently so.
You look like a mixture of Billy Crystal and who's the guy that always does the roasts?
Jeffrey Ross.
Jeff Ross.
Yeah.
Very
Yes.
Jewish.
It's a
Jeff
very
Ross.
unfuckable
wait.
combination. It was almost as unfuckable as Sean's feet.
Oh my god. Put it on the board. Oh my god.
So yeah, we're at WonderCon. It was a great time. We're there to demo our game Primoris, which is going to be released
Yeah, so
April 7th.
we could look at the screen right there because the screen's going to show what we're going to have on the episode. Yeah, right there, Primoris, Tightrope Games. Nice. Yeah, there's a couple of action shots from while we were over there at the con. Ben, David, the other guy.
Thanks.
Sean, no, they were playtesting it out. They had a lot of people come through, a lot of positive comments. Had a big winner, one winner. He won a copy of the game.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. That guy
Yeah.
was really cool.
And a free foot massage from Sean.
It was a pretty good. It was well received. The game was well received. It
Nice.
was pretty amazing. We had a lot of positive feedback, and
Did you guys get some card game poon?
Well,
You missed out on the card game poon? Oh.
no, apparently because we were, I was being too loud that it scared all the girls away.
Oh.
the girls called security on it.
Oh, that's right. The next
The
day.
girls are like, we're the ones who make noise, Sean. This is how sex works. We're the ones who get loud.
So keep that foot rub coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
apparently. Just because I'm married, apparently I don't know how sex works.
I thought hobbits were spawned from under a rock. Like, didn't they weren't they birthed like in like a little cocoon of like mucus and dirt?
No. I'm not a Hobbit
Maybe,
fan.
maybe he's only like half hobbit. He's like Blade. He's a daywalker.
Nice.
He's a free walker.
It still
His
involves
feet
walking.
are butt naked and free, prancing about in the wind.
That's superpowers. Ladies.
Oh man.
And so the Kickstarter for Primoris launches the 7th, which is this
April
Thursday.
7th, Check out our friends on Bear and Board Games. They also play the game. on YouTube. I believe it's
Yeah.
Bear and Board Games. They're going to be demoing the game for everyone. Basically, get a bunch of guys, sit around, get drunk, play games, and I think they're local comedians out of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Wisconsin. Yeah, check them out.
Nice.
Check out their Twitter.
So what's the kind of setup of the game?
Well, it's basically a game where it's a competitive game, but there's a lot of elements of cooperation. But basically, it's kind of like teaches life lessons like office politics. No, it's
So they're gonna use it for like corporate getaways.
Yeah.
Guys, today.
Retreats.
Retreats. Like we're gonna do the ball exercise, and we're gonna play Primoris.
It's a team
It's
building.
competitive, but collaborative.
right. Yeah,
Much
pretty
like us here at Petco.
What was that thing that they did in Scientology where they would like take them to like that retreat out in like Palm Springs?
Brainwashing? Is that what you mean?
Well, they had to do like musical chairs or something like that. It's like whoever doesn't make the cut is gonna get.
They get all
You
their.
didn't see
their,
that behind Scientology.
They get all their.
They go to the bottom of the
medical-
boat. They go below the boat.
Yeah,
the Sea Org.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
they get all their metachlorians taken away. That's Scientology, right?
Oh gosh.
So elevator pitch. What? Elevator pitch. Elevator pitch.
Elevator music.
No, elevator pitch. Do the elevator pitch for the game.
Oh, it's a competitive game, cooperative elements. The goal is to deplete one deck while retaining your own deck. There's a lot of card management. It's basically game theory, like you've ever seen A Beautiful Mind in the bar scene. Like, well, if I take this bitch here, then we're gonna ostracize her. Game theory. There's a lot of math to it. Solid game, but we really want to stress the player choice. Player elements behind
not
it.
as much, not as many women as A Beautiful Mind would lead you to believe in game theory. A little bit misleading, that movie.
Yeah, zero sum game there. So yeah, April 7th has been everyone really loves it. We've taken it to 2 conventions: Strategicon, Wondercon, LA. Very well received. Check it out on Kickstarter, April 7th.
Oh, excuse me. All right. So aside from all that's going on, we have the debut of our new logo. If you guys look right up there, you can see it. Pretty solid. It was Blaine Pitcock, aka Toivo from Nothing Sacred. He drew that up for us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Holy moly.
Right. And on top of that, we have a new segment. Since we have Austin on, pretty stand-up comedian here. Good stand-up.
Oh my God, really?
That's pretty bad. That's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
rude.
awful.
So
Okay, can we replace Chris too?
that's it. I'm
Can
leaving.
we get a different Mexican, please? Oh, Martin, come on over.
The camera guy's waving.
So this
Martin looks like a natural. Those curly locks behind that camera.
Luscious.
I can just see those like locks blowing in the wind on a romance novel.
You're turning on
cover.
the fan.
A telenovela.
Martin and the Feet.
so
This looks so natural. like he's like filming porn or something. You need to take David Scraggly, beard and mustache, and put on Martin's face. Perfect porn producer.
It sounds like a project for Tightrope Games graphic design. I'm on it.
face swap.
Yep.
So new segment we have is the They Pod Luau. Right.
Tyrope Games the porno. The rope is too tight.
Out Bell Bay.
Broke
You
it.
fell off the rafter.
All right.
Raptor show.
Rafter show.
Yeah.
So the They Pod Luau is what would you do with a luau? You roast the pigs, right?
Okay.
So Austin, we're gonna go ahead and put 30 seconds on the clock.
Shot clock.
Right. Every successful joke will be awarded with points. You have a score.
Okay.
Right. We're gonna get more people on. They're gonna take a,
So
a
the
stab
pig,
at your
the pig
story.
is you.
All of us. I could be the fattest pig.
Well, you clearly are.
I'm definitely the Hobbit pig.
He's the pig with a hairy feet.
He's a dwarf pig.
He's the pig that like has like a bunch of bookmarks on his laptop about feet.
Holy.
Ratemycorns.com.
Ding.
Pickled pig's feet.
Pickled pig's feet.
All right, 30 seconds on the clock.
All right, here we go.
company.
Ready?
3. And go.
Oh, so we're roasting pigs now?
Yeah.
We're roasting pigs.
Oh, shit.
You're in.
The game is on. All right, so there's a foot fucker to my left. There's just a fucking gross pig man to my right. I don't know enough about Ben, but I think Ben believes his card game will get him a lot of poon. That's the main reason anybody does anything, but especially card games, because nothing gets pussy wet more than game theory. Just game theory, just making those panties wet, my friends. Going to Wondercon, and did you guys dress up?
No,
No.
we didn't dress up.
We didn't need to.
Oh, it was the Hobbit, and we had. I don't fucking know anything about the Lord of the Rings books. I really don't.
Moving on.
Fuck you. How about that? Is that all right? All right, we got 7.
Yeah, they saw Sean and they're like, "Hey, Gandalf, your staff!" They threw me like a stick.
Like, hey, younger, gayer Gandalf.
Oh, man.
That's 2 points right there.
Oh, my God.
Oh shit! All right, well that was good. What's the score we got up there? 10.
He's at 10.
10.
That's a
Solid.
very
10
sloppy
quality.
tip.
Mine doesn't
Solid.
count. It goes up to him.
10 quality jokes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So that's your score, right? So we're gonna have that on file.
Uh-huh.
You were the Depod Luau champion.
Nobody else.
De facto.
I'm the
de facto
champion
champ.
of just the one-man field. This is a great tournament. I love this tournament idea. It's you versus no one.
And yet you still lost.
I would
You
say
shall not pass. That's what your arteries told the blood.
David.
Cholesterol.
Evil Master Cholesterol. The hidden master of the universe.
type 2 diabetes. Oh man.
The diabetes.
All right, well that's it for 2.0 of this episode.
Thanks for coming by, Austin.
Well, thanks for having me, guys. A lot of fun.
Yeah, well,
Thanks.
we'll be sure to have you back on and have a good one. Thanks.